Hello, hello. We're back. Let's get back to it.
What's next?
We have one more connection event to do. And I'd really like to do this one. Well met, Van Arkwright, brigand extraordinaire. Commemorate our final days in that glorious capital. We do here challenge thee to a duel over the title of True Brigand. Translation, please. Actually, she pretty much covered it. Come on, play along. This could be our last chance. Here we go. All right, I'll bite. Explain this duel over the title of True Brigand business. That part was just her being dramatic. Remember when you made us substitute Spriggans right after we came to Edith? Been a wild ride since then, and I mean wild. Now here we are with everything we asked for and more. We don't want to set a bad example for Lapis or our boss by taking advantage of your hospitality, though. We felt the need to prove ourselves, and who better to do it against than you, Van? Spriggan stuff's pretty close to our usual work already, so a 4 SPG showdown sounded like a good way to settle things. And if we could vanquish thee, perchance we could lay claim to thy reputation as well? Don't push your luck, but I get where you're coming from. You two deserve a little something for picking up the slack around here. We'll just treat this like a special 4 SPG. Just don't cry foul when I go full throttle. No better parting gift than showing you what a Spriggan's really made of. Couldn't ask for more. Backs of the bulletin boards in every district ought to have requests from corner to corner by now. Whoever closes out most of them within the time limit's the winner. You guys all set to go? Ready when you are. Really casting a wide net, though, huh? No, this was our suggestion, but we're in for a lot more 4 SPGs than we bargained for. Say that, but I had to trim the list quite a bit to get it down just to suitable ones. I was already looking for a good excuse to get the finickier ones over with, so this worked out great. Imagine what a buzzkill it'd be to get an emergency call in the middle of tonight's live performance. Well, alright. Hope you don't mind if we bring the heat then. You're on, no backing out now. Let the 4 SPG showdown commence. The Van Swin and Nadia's duel began. Coming your way, ass. Roger that. Meow. There, you're gonna be just fine. Score 1 for the Dream Team. Goodness, what an impressive display. Sweet little Anna, thank you so much for cashing it. Not that, are you really this cat's owner? You were a few syllables off the name on her collar just now. Rumor has it the shady catnapper's been snatching up purebreds to put on the market. Angela, thank goodness you're alright. Now the mansion I'm employed at has a massive rat infestation. It's all my fault. If I don't do something about it, they'll fire me for sure. Can I count on you to handle this discreetly? The hunter's right. The two of them are like a match made in heaven. Mind hanging around just a tick? The solution to your problem should be along in just a minute. Excuse me, are you the Spriggan I keep hearing about? I could really use your expertise. All the laboratory rats at the medical research facility I work for inadvertently terminated. Is there any chance you could set us up with a large quantity of them in short order? Did you just say rats? It's 2 for 1. Getting a mountain of requests. And it has its perks sometimes. You have a rat problem, and you have a rat supply problem. S, you think those cars have anything to do with that package we picked up a minute ago? Shoot, we're being tailed. Take them off. Hang on tight, Nadia. Somebody save me. Pipe down. I ain't looking to start anything. At least not if you clean out your blackmail data and hand it over. You had a good run up until now, coasting on the backs of others. I'd say it's about time for the piper to get paid. All right, just take it. That settles that. Now on to a separate request. This one involves getting tit for tat over the living hell you put your victims through. Now, please. You get what you fucking deserve. Ooh, crunchy. Being around here to ambush that crooked businessman isn't going as well as I'd hoped. Maybe he caught on to switch routes. I can recalculate his path. We're kind of short on time. This, don't tell me we're all working the same request. Oh, hi, Van. Guess we overlapped on this one. Ain't that a kick in the head? You two already got the jump on me. Not even a golden tip-off Bermati head can make up for that. Guess I'll just have to shift over to something else. Well, keep up the good work out there. Bermati, that's his informant over in Riverside. Might as well head over there and take the freebie. Afterward, the alarm on everyone's IFAs went off, signaling the time limit for the showdown. They returned to the office to report their respective results. The final tally is 11 SPGs for me and 12 for you. Victory's yours. Damn, some professional I am. What's wrong? Those don't look like the faces of winners to me. Because this whole thing was rigged. With her on that informant you clued us in on was the only reason we were able to close that last request. Can't really say that point was earned fair and square. Hey, I'm the one who slipped up giving you a hint. You should be pretty proud for not letting it pass you by. Where I'm standing, who solved what doesn't really matter as long as you stuck to the Spriggan way. Matter of fact, you did me a solid by divvying up the workload, so thanks for that. Got us hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, we may have won the battle, but we lost the war the second we suggested dueling over 4 SPGs. You outfoxed us good, Van. You guys are so uptight over the weirdest things. For all the areas we fall short in, we still managed to prove ourselves pretty decently. I'd say so. Actually, you never fully explained to me what it is you were trying to prove. Mind filling me in? Like we said, these last several months have been one freak accident after another. Running into old colleagues from the Gardens on Nemeth, seeing what looked like my brother back from the dead. Even that's got nothing on what went down with LP and S. Everything worked out in the end, but it left us with some heavy questions to go on. Started to wonder, how could we ever escape our past, or were we doomed to spend the rest of our days in darkness? See, that's what all this boils down to. We wanted to prove that if we worked hard enough, we could enjoy our lives in a way that sat right with us. Just like you do, Van. Like me. Not that most people will call your way of life a respectable one. Don't I know it. Your Elaine offered you a place at the guild, though. Why not take her up on it? Ugh, and work myself into the ground all year round? I've got a lazing and loafing quota to keep. Call me crazy, but I don't think her line of work is in our wheelhouse anyway. That aside, there was one other thing we wanted to prove. Yourselves? No, to you, Van. We wanted to show you how much we've grown over these past 2 years. You had to help us out with just about everything back then, but now other people can lean on us for a change, don't you think? Yeah, you two have come leaps and bounds, no doubt about it. Even if your past tries to haunt you again, I know you'll put it back in its place as many times as it takes. You've got the freedom to make whatever you want of your lives. This old town Spriggan will vouch for that any day of the week. No, we're not leaving just yet, but I can tell we won't be leaving any regrets behind. Next time we meet up, there's gonna be twice, no thrice as impressive as we are now. Yeah, I can hardly wait already.
We might be hanging up our substitute Spriggan hats, but we'll never, ever forget the time we spent with you, Aggie, and everyone else.
I can't promise we'll always be available, but if you're ever in a bind, hit us up. Next time, we'll be the ones handling a 4SPG of yours.
All right.
What's next?
So we have a 4 SPG finish and 4 activity points to do it. Do one thing with Judith, and then everyone else I cannot max this run. Oh well.
What's next? Mommy, Daddy. Hurry.
Oh my, how lovely.
don't know that I want to do that. Red arrow, red exclamation points are spooky. Oh, well, if it isn't Van. I appreciate you all taking the time to visit, but I'm afraid I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. No worries, we're here on business today anyway. You guys sent out a 4SPG asking for Arkwright Solutions' help, right? Came to lend a hand. Does that mean you're the Spriggan everyone's been talking about? I was surprised to think it was you this whole time. Thankfully, you caught me at a perfect moment. Your request mentioned something about the Edith Sweets contest, right? Sounds like a pretty big deal. Listen up, Barry. The Edith Sweets contest is more than just a big deal. The test of will that features the most celebrated patissiers in the capital. It may only be held every once in a blue moon, but it's an event that defines the future of each and every confectionery in the capital. And Lucia was the winner of last year's contest, which means they're practically a shoo-in for this year's too. I see. You keep track of all the contests, huh? I expect nothing less from the Professor of Sweets. Up until last year, the event was sponsored by the Quincy Company. Many of the participants were from the East and Central East, so the judges had ample opportunity to act with prejudice. That won't happen again. Hard to believe they're holding such a historic event at Aramis of all places. Sorry, I must have forgotten to mention it to you. As last year's winners, we were consulted as to where the contest should be held. You may know, we're also in charge of providing the sweets for Aramis's cafeteria. We tried to set up a booth at their school festival every year. Due to it overlapping with the contest this year, I suggested we might as well hold the contest at Aramis. School readily agreed to the proposal, of course, and I even added my own seal of approval. However, we've been recently made aware of a few complications. That's why we issued the 4SPG. Makes sense to me. What, all the participants decide to bail at the last second? What do you see? Apparently all the patissiers other than Holland have fallen horribly ill. At the same time? That's impossible. Usually before we hold the contest proper, we have a qualifying competition in order to determine who will be participating. First, that meant that we all had to taste every entered dish, so it just happened that one of our contestants decided to use a rather rare spice. Due to an unfortunate combination of ingredients, the result was mass food poisoning. Because everyone was unaware of this combination, they were all unlucky enough to fall victim to it. You gotta be kidding me. This sounds like it could have been a terrorist attack. Simply hearing the word terrorist has me on edge. Didn't something similar happen in Longport? No need to worry. After conducting a thorough police investigation, the police have concluded that it was indeed an accident. Yeah, I haven't sensed anything fishy on my end either. Guess that makes things a little better. Thankfully, my symptoms were very light compared to the others, but the rest had no choice but to withdraw. Most said they were unwilling to participate if they weren't in top form. It'd be a shame to call the whole thing off, however. Instead, we thought we could perhaps bend the rules a bit. We're hoping to attract more participants if we open registration to the general public. Given such strange circumstances, we figured we might as well rename the competition to the Aramis Sweets Contest. However, we're still unable to decide who to recruit for participation. The contest is just around the corner. So what you're saying is as long as Holland's not the only competitor, everything else should fall into place. Also, hello there, Ishmael. Still, convincing someone to join a competition on such short notice is going to be a hell of a task. I'm sure we must know someone that'd be willing. We have to know someone. The world of sweets is at stake here. Obviously. Alright, we're on the case. Sure? Thank you so much, Van. Honestly, I think you might be doing him a favor, not the other way around. But anyway, as a member of Aramis's student council myself, I'll do everything I can do to help. It's our policy of only taking serious requests got thrown out the window, huh? Rules don't matter when there's sweets involved. Well, I suppose it's decided. Tell us how many participants you'd like to recruit? Possible 4 would be ideal. 4, huh? I think I know just who to call on then. One of those people, the owner of Monmar? Got that right. You'll probably grumble the whole way here, though. Also think of asking the shopkeeper at the World Boutique. Makes sense. She did used to work as a maid over in Bose, after all. I believe she's been helping set up the festival recently. We should be able to find her somewhere around the school. Maid, I'll bet you'd be great at baking. For our third participant, we should see if we can talk to that woman in charge of Longport's Life Ufandia. Said she'd be in the capital today, right? Something like that. But she's got a stall over by Armis's front gate. I have a feeling we could expect some good stuff from her. Sounds perfect, but do we have any ideas on who the 4th participant should be? Can I make a suggestion? There's someone I've been hoping to meet for a while now. I believe I saw him in a magazine once. I've been curious ever since. His name is Dunn from the Center Marsh. Oh, I know him. From Ghetto to Dunn, right? Sure, he'll be thrilled to get an invitation like this. Enthusiasm for the culinary arts never ceases to amaze, Van. However, I've heard he's closed shop for the moment. You might just have to search around for him. No problem. I have a feeling I know where to look. Pretty used to run around with some gangs, so I'm sure he's still in contact with a few of his old buddies. If you snip around their usual hangouts, we'll find the guy in no time. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to look. If you don't mind going out of your way, I'd certainly appreciate it. Thanks. 4. If you can get them all to agree, it'll be case closed. Let's get moving.
Okay, time to get to work.
All right. Let's go. Choo.
Spring already. Time sure flies, doesn't it?
Got a question
It's silly, but like during a school festival thing, like this is like the kind of quest you get. All right, 1.
Spring already.
Ah.
Time sure flies.
Come on in and eat your... Let's roll, gang.
So I guess it's probably done down here. I can, in fact, only count to 4.
What are you looking at?
What's up, done?
Got a question for you.
What are you freaking kidding me? The Edith Sweets contest is a battlefield that every patissier worth his salt tries to work his way into. No way someone like me should be taking part. My technique's just not up to it. Taking this more seriously than I expected. Look, I understand how you feel, but you've been doing pretty well, don't you think? Ghetto to Done was even showcased in a magazine recently. I mean, sure, but listen, if we don't find enough participants, the event's gonna suffer a huge setback. Just think of it as a lucky break, yeah? Couldn't this be your chance to scope out the competition? It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh, I guess you're right. Alright, you got me. Just have to throw my best at them. I'd also be able to brush on my skills in the meantime. Sounds good. We'll see you at the competition then. And there's 2. We know where the third one is. It's in Old Town. Hey, Victor. I know you're I'm your favorite person.
So relaxing.
Got a question for you.
That's what happened, huh? Sounds like some real bad luck. You know what? The contest of theirs is only for the best of the best in the business, right? Think you believe my skills are up to par? Well, as much as I appreciate the thought, I really don't think it's the sort of place the owner of a simple bistro belongs. Listen, I get what you're trying to say, but the way things are now, the contest isn't even going to happen this year. There's just not enough participants. What if I put it like this? Those girls of yours found out that you got to take place in such a prestigious competition, standing among the very best in the industry. Don't you think they'd be proud? Maybe it's my own personal bias speaking, but I'm a really big fan of all the food you make. I think you'd make a great addition to the contest. Yeah, me too. Sheesh. You are making it hard to refuse. Taking on such a big job so suddenly would really put me in a bind, though. I know Yume's been looking forward to this festival for a while now. I guess I don't mind doing it for her. Alright, you can count me in. Something tells me he's way more excited than he looks. Great, we'll see you at the contest then.
Monmar is so relaxing.
Alright. Please don't do story stuff. We need to finish this quest. Oh, what's with all the commotion? Seems to be coming from the front gate. Wonder if something's happened. Let's go take a look, Van. Oh, it's the president.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry to surprise you like this. I was just making a quick stop to partake in the festivities. I was curious to see what my alma mater had in store this year. The students have chosen a different approach this time around. Well, don't mind me. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves.
Holy crap, it's really him. President Gramhart sure knows how to work up a crowd. Didn't realize he was an RMS alumnus. Who knew my new school was so prestigious? See, that the president was an alumnus, but I didn't really expect to see him here. So bad for Agnes. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess she didn't know he was coming. Yeah, doubtful. I bet Ren and Renee knew, but they probably kept it under the lid. At least now we don't have to worry about festival crashers. Security's bound to have gone from airtight to damn near impenetrable. Most likely, now that I think about it, Jin was awfully confident in the security detail. Perhaps Gilliga kept him in the loop. You ever wonder how we ended up becoming acquainted with all these devious characters? All the time. Kind of curious about what that president's up to, but we're starting to run out of time. Need to be meeting up with the rest of the crew pretty soon here. Okay. We do not want to meet up with everyone. Not yet. We're so close. This is the last quest in the game. Actually.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further.
I heard they're going to have a live
Let me ask you something.
You don't have enough participants for your contest? Well, I'd be more than happy to help you all. It was easy. Kind of figured it'd take a little more convincing. As the proprietor of the Liberal Boutique, I simply have no reason to refuse. After all, it would make for a wonderful opportunity to introduce others to the flavors of Liberal. Sure, my experience as a maid will do much to aid me as well. With your permission, I would be honored to take the chance to show everyone my skill. Thank you. I look forward to tasting the flavors of Liberal. Great. We'll see you later then. Looks like we rounded up all the participants. Let's go report back to Andalusia.
I heard they're going to have a live performance.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
Blue event up here. Ah, that must be where the president is. We just casually go talk to the president of my nation.
Enjoy the festival.
Oh my, how lovely.
Daddy, hurry!
It's weird how every time I walk through that gate, suddenly Rosette and Agnes just appear. And Elaine disappears and turns into Aaron.
Andalusia participants.
We're back, and we managed to get all 4 participants. Really? Here they've arrived just in time for introductions. Yeah, it came like you told me to. Hey, this is quite the lineup. So first off, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on such a sudden request. Aren't you the owner of Monmar? And you're the one from that restaurant over in Longport. And you're that patissier Mr. Holland's been raving about. I think you even convinced the proprietor of La Burle Boutique to join as well. No doubt that this will be a competition for the ages. And we're only filling in for the big leagues, but I'll make sure to give it my all. I shall do my utmost to succeed. This is going to be one hell of a contest, that's for sure. I heartily agree. Since we're running out of time, why don't we get started on preparations? I'll be distributing the materials to each of you. Well, before I forget, Arkwright Solutions, once again I thank you for all your help. The event will begin shortly, so please see your way to the designated location. Roger that. My apologies for keeping you all waiting. Welcome once more to the Battle of the Patissiers. Edith Sweets Contest. This time, however, we plan to present you a new version of our competition, the Aramis Sweets Contest. Hey, you made it. Yeah, just barely. The Grandpa's gonna be making some sweets, and we're excited to taste them. Right, he is. Let's make sure to cheer him on. Victor will have no issue winning the judges over. Thanks for giving me a heads up about the contest starting on, yes? Ready to report. And sorry you had to remind me to do my job. Got a little distracted by all the booths. Alright, just glad you made it in time. Now, without further ado, allow me to introduce the first round of our contest. The beginning theme will be a sweet fit for students. Those judging our contest this time will be a few Aramis students, as well as some recent alumni. Both former student council president and representative of the graduates, I will do all that I can to act as a strict and impartial judge. Well, I'm just glad to be here. Don't worry, I take the quality of my sweets super seriously. Make sure to judge them well. Look forward to seeing what everyone decides to make. Honestly, I don't know much about sweets, though. Not sure why I was chosen for all this. Why don't you just quit then? I can give everyone perfect scores. I'm sure that'll give my transcript a boost. What the heck are you mumbling about? That certainly seems exciting. Oh man, I wanted to be a judge too. I wish they would have asked me. No kidding, the smell's making me hungry. 2 contestants with the highest scores in the first round will earn the right to participate in our finals. With that, let us proceed to introducing the contestants and their desserts. First, coming all the way from La Burle to share with us its flavors, we have Leela. Hello everyone, it's wonderful to meet you. The dish I prepared today is flowery gelato. uses the essence of one of LeBurl's edible flowers to create a fragrant and sweet treat. Please enjoy. Made for LeBurl, huh? Never expected someone like that to be participating. Judges gorge themselves on gelato. It's delicious, and the floral scent is simply remarkable. You're right, and the texture's great too. Not to mention how light the aftertaste is. The aroma isn't overpowering either. Guess it's alright, the ingredients seem to balance each other out pretty well. Honestly, you could probably serve this at some high-class restaurant. Not so confident. Has she been a judge before? Although the flavor is indeed rather elegant, it's likely to prove displeasing to those who find the scent of flowers unappealing. There you have it. Let's continue with our next contestant. He shops spent his fair share of time in the spotlight recently. Please welcome the owner of Gâteau de Dun. I really used to this kind of attention, man. But anyway, let me introduce what I cooked up for you all. Here's my orange peel canal. The recipe I'm pretty proud of. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into these things, so you brats better enjoy them. The outside itself is so crispy, but the inside is light and airy. The bits of orange peel add so much flavor. The elasticity of the dough is simply perfect. I feel like I could eat thousands of them. Canal thing's got kind of a strange shape, but honestly, guess it's alright. Probably be a little sweeter though. But it isn't one of its strong points. Victor, the owner of Montmartre Bistro in Old Town. Looks like it's Victor's turn. Good luck, Grandpa. Emma, you may hear this one's for you, Princess. Oh, anyway, here's my caramel pudding. It may look simple, but I'll have you know I made this with only the most quality of ingredients. I hope it's to your liking. I like that they do the like gorge themselves on gelato, like carved into the canals and then pigged out on pudding. I like it. Well done, localizers. Caramel flavor is so gentle, it's amazing. The pudding's so soft too. If we had this at our cafeteria, I'd eat it every day. Never had caramel pudding this rich before. Sweet, but somehow still fresh and unique. Been to Montmartre a bunch. This pudding's my favorite thing on their menu. Can't argue with that. I try and get some every time I stop by. Pretty classic dessert. Now let's continue. Our fourth and final contestant is all the rage in Longport. She's the owner of Laifu Fandian and the one and only Mei Jin. Pleasure. Hoping to share a special treat with you all today. This is my emerald mento. Both the dough and sauce are made from an original blend of black tea. However, the inside may still be a bit hot. Be careful when taking a bite. My stomach is growling. Munched on a bit of mento. Never tasted anything like this, so this is a delicacy from the East. So warm and tasty, the flavor's really addictive too. Tea and dough, huh? It's a pretty interesting combination. I'm sure you'd have years of experience to make something this good. This is a little unusual, but it's far from bad. So this could be pretty popular outside the East too. What I was gonna say. Not only delicious, but it's also unique. I think they'd sell really well if you opened a store here in the capital. Looks like the evaluations have all been tallied. I will now proceed to announce the results of the first round. Two contestants that will advance to the finals are Victor and Mei Jin. Great job, Grandpa. Thank you very much. Damn, I knew it was a shot in the dark, but I still got my hopes up because I really do have to work on my technique. Suppose allowing everyone to have a little taste of LeBurl was enough for me. Those are the results, huh? Really put their backs into making that. You sure did. Still having to stand by while they ate it all was torture. Damn, I should have asked them to make me one of the judges. It certainly looks like you're all enjoying yourselves. I kind of wish I could get a good taste of those treats. Figured that's what you'd say. Why, I thought of another way to offer my thanks for your help. No way, you can't mean. Now they've come to our final round. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Holland, the beloved owner of Andalusia and last year's contest winner. He'll be participating with our contestants. And last but not least, allow me to introduce our new judges. An interesting lineup, a wide-ranging selection. First judge, he helps from the shadows, but can be lured out with a sweet treat or two, Van Arkride. Damn, I'm gonna end up Holland big time for this, aren't I? Got this, Van? I don't think I've ever seen him so happy. Sure, well, he'll want a picture of this. Next on our roster, she's short, cute, and the very definition of a calming influence, Miss Toa. Is that really what people think of me? I hope she managed to enjoy herself for once. Always working so hard. Their judge is a very special guest from the world of Orbital Film. He's the celebrated director you all know and love, Director Gotti. Also in attendance is the woman who received Best Actress Award at Tharbad's last film festival, Nina Fenley. Sure picked an interesting group to judge all this. This will be a hell of a contest, no doubt. Yes, I agree, and personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone makes. I didn't expect to see those two here. How come they get to judge and I don't? Finally, we managed to procure a last-minute edition all the way from the Basel Institute of Science. The mastermind behind such inventions as the T-phone and a fair number of other contributions to society as well, Professor Cronkite. Using a contest to determine superiority in the culinary arts seems a bit strange in my opinion. Taste differs from individual to individual. Yang's as critical as ever, I see. Let us proceed to the main event. Theme for this final round is classic confections. Let's see what our contestants have cooked up. First up is our former champion and the proprietor of Andalusia, Mr. Holland. Seems I have the honor of going first today. Since the theme is classic confections, I've prepared a tried and true creation of mine, possibly my most masterful to date. Build the Pistachio Spring Soiree. Must have been planning on adding it to their menu. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Holland's always coming up with new desserts. I mean, come on. Like, as far as, like, the press, like, that's a pretty, like, pulling in Gotti and Nina. Brett, like, PR-wise, smart move. Like, does he know sweets? Who knows? Who cares? Wow, the pistachios really got a full-bodied taste. The acidity of the berries mixed with the sweetness of the chocolate, yeah, it's a pretty solid combo. Honestly, it sort of reminds me of the time I spent here at Armis, bittersweet memories of spring. I think Mr. Arkwright said everything that needs saying. I suppose if I were to add anything myself, I'd say it's really rich, yet light on the tongue. Certainly wouldn't mind having seconds. This cake is crazy delicious. Someone remind me to call this guy for catering later. Both the taste and texture of great quality, too. I can tell a lot of passion went into it. All the flavors have achieved a sensible harmony. I believe it would pair rather nicely with coffee. Next up, we have Victor of Mommar. Well, that's... I admit, it's a bit tough to following such a celebrated professional. Well, anyway, I prepared my homemade tarte tatin for you all. Both my daughter and granddaughter grew up eating this. It's a pretty popular dessert in our household. We've had that before. Yeah, I remember it being really good. Starting to crave some myself. Whew, I don't even know where to start. In this cheating, Victor, you already have my taste buds in a chokehold. Caramelized apples are simply delectable. The pastry itself is crispy, but slightly moist as well. Now plenty of attention was paid to perfecting every detail. A single bite reminds you of a warm, welcoming family. It most definitely does, however, it still manages to taste like a luxurious dessert. Delicious doesn't even begin to describe it. Oh, it's just not terrible. You can tell the chef took great care in selecting his ingredients. Whereas Murray and Ketcher would find this taste compelling. I think Yang is like, Professor Cronkite is more of an oddball pick here. Thought long and hard about what classic confection meant to me, and I came up with this. Special pudding made so it doesn't stick to the plate, your chopsticks, or even your teeth. I call it Snowfall Sambujan. Developed it while I was still working at Kowloon Hotel. Never seen this version before. I wonder how it tastes. Excited to see their reactions. The egg seems creamier than usual. Really melts in your mouth too. Way different than from other sambusan I've had. Never seen this before, but it tastes great. I think the white egg yolk really earns its spotlight here. Tell that the chef really excels in Eastern technique. Must be a true master of her skill. It's a work of art. It was really a one-of-a-kind taste. I'm so glad I was able to try such a delicacy. Mixture of ingredients has created a rather unique taste. Perhaps the field of cooking does have depth after all. I mean, Van loves his sweets. They're all pretty freaking good. It'd be hard to pick just one. Since this is a contest, I have to make a choice. I have to give it to Victor, right? Like, that just feels right. The tarte tatin. Welcome back, Van. What are you doing over here? Are you still one of the judges? Yeah, but I already turned in my vote. It'd be fine to watch the announcement from here. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Now it's time for the final results to be revealed. For a fierce battle, the crown goes to... Mommart's homemade tarte tatin. Oh, hey, that's the one I voted for. This really do have great taste. Confection made me feel like I was in a heartwarming family drama. Your tart was very delicious. You could just tell how much love went into making it. Quite pleased to hear that. By all means, feel free to stop by our bistro whenever you like. Congratulations, I suppose I'll just have to work even harder to match up to you. I'm feeling a little inspired by all this. I'll be sure to improve my techniques once I return to Longport. For our grand prize, the winner will receive 1 year's supply of the highest quality fruit and eggs sourced all the way from Orad. Thank them for their hard work. The other 2 contestants received rewards as well. With that, the Aramis Sweets contest came to a close after finding roaring success, although Van and the others took a moment to talk with Yume and Victor. They all eventually split up to enjoy the rest of the festival. It was a really great contest. Everyone seemed to be having a lot of fun. Certainly wouldn't have done it without your help. I have to say, I'm quite impressed that you managed to bring together so many talented chefs on such short notice. I'd like to thank you again for all the hard work. Make sure to deposit your payment as promised. Sounds good to me. Well, I think I have my fill of a school festival for now. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the festival's just getting started. There are plenty of other places to explore around here. Why not take a look? Alright. After you.
That takes care of that.
So,
Reward deposited.
all in a day's work. All cases closed. So a craft healer. Interesting. Alright, game. So we have to... There's a few things now we can buy after doing that quest.
Enjoy the festival.
One from each of the finalists.
How lovely.
Daddy, hurry! What can I get for you?
Snowfall Semajan
Thanks a bunch.
at
Spring already. Time sure flies,
Under Lucia,
After that,
doesn't it? What would you like?
Pistachio Springs Soiree,
Come again.
and in
Let's
Old
roll,
Town,
gang.
did I get the thing for all arts drivers? You know what? Probably it's actually... Yes, okay. So we get one more connect point from doing the blue thing. So going to meet the president.
Monmar is so relaxing.
What's on the menu?
Your homemade tarte tatin. Obviously.
Seeing ya. What's on the menu? Be seeing ya.
That's what I wanted to go by. Helper District, Artemis Entrance. Having something that heals the whole party and gives everyone 50 craft points is pretty wild.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
36,000 Mira on food. That's quite a lot. Let's give this a save, just in case I botch something.
Volunteers from the sports
always
club have set up some food stalls
chance.
in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball game. To any daring challengers out there, we...
Um, 372. Yep, that means I might actually get all of the monsters in one run. Oh my god, that's amazing. Alright. Here's some voices coming from inside there. I think it's Ren and Miss Matilda and Miss Toa by the sounds of it. You want to poke your head in there? Be happy to join you. Man. Perhaps I should step away for a bit. Might sound uncomfortable for me, given my own personal circumstances, but he is family. I think you two should take some time to talk. You might be right. But you take it from here. Okay, bye, Elaine. You want to go in? Yes. Changed quite a bit. You know what they say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Beginning to believe I'll always be the naive student I used to be in your eyes, Miss Matilda. Oh, hi, Agnes. Hello, Mr. Arkwright. You're finally here. We put some more tea for you. No, it's okay. You don't have to do that. Shouldn't be leaving the nurse's office empty for too long, so I'd better be going. Please take your time and enjoy yourselves. I wish you all the best, Mr. President. Thank you. Please take care of yourself. Didn't realize you knew Miss Matilda. She's been on faculty since my days at this academy. She helped me a great deal during that time of my life. And the same could be said for you and Mr. Kincaid, yes? Indeed, she has been something of an advisor to the student council for a very long time. She was a bit of a caretaker for a certain problem child whose antics caused the poor woman no end of undue stress. That's so. I can easily picture that. Yeah, I'll admit, I was a bit of a trouble. Hey, wait, you're one to talk. You caused her a lot of headaches yourself, and I bet Ren did too. Hey, what brings you here today, Mr. President? Last time we spoke, Don't worry, Agnes. I've known all about you and your dad since before I came to the Republic. I also remember what happened back then. You did? I'm guessing the same goes for you, Mr. Prez? Correct. I remember everything that happened quite clearly. By the way, I also heard about all your exploits with the Garden Master from Kincaid. Part of the reason I came here today was to thank you in person. Even if the coup d'etat event ultimately didn't come to fruition, the fact remains that you saved the capital. Felt the shadows of our past that would have no doubt consumed our present. Wish I could take all the credit, but I can't. I had a bit of help with that. Just the items that were passed down to my daughter from my mother-in-law proved useful in that situation. So then, as your father and his family, I'd like to express just how grateful I am. You really are so grateful, then how about you show up by giving me some... First, considering it never happened and cannot be disclosed to the public, I'm afraid I'm unable to provide you with any remuneration. Damn money. Mirror pinching. Cheapskate. Why must you always be so difficult, Dad? He jests. We prepared a small reward. This is where having a secret reserve fund comes in handy. It isn't much, so I suggest you keep him on a short leash, otherwise he'll spend it all in one place. Understood. Will do. No, won't do. You not trust my daughter, Aristar cried? Is your work performance not satisfactory? If memory serves, when you visited our home at the end of last year, you only stayed for a slice of cake and then left in quite a huff. Arrange a time where we can sit and talk, frankly, man to man. Perhaps we could book a sauna session. Yo, you're into saunas? Wait, no, I don't want to. Hey, what are you doing with your Zypher, Renee? I'm simply putting in a reservation at a private sauna that opened recently. I don't remember saying I agreed to this. Try not to let them get to you, Van. At least we were able to shift the conversation away from the subject of the Genesees. Well, in any case, I feel a bit more at ease now. This really is a father at heart. I can't help but be a little worried about where things will go from there. Too, that plan of his, whatever it entails, has been progressing for the past 2 years now. I don't know very little about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an announcement about it before long. Afterwards, Van left the student council office, parted ways with Agnes, and met back up with Elaine. Hooray! Additional connection point! Yay! I still can't finish anybody's. I can almost finish Agnes's. If I had taken her to a movie, I could. Guess while we're here, let's do the hacking thing with Judith.
Our Miss Academy Festival.
Just to max that out. Infiltration missions are like my whole shtick. Can't be that much harder in virtual reality. Alright, let's jump in.
Time to crack this thing wide open.
How many times have I done this now? It's a couple.
There goes the luck.
Piece of cake.
Wasn't even worried.
There goes the luck.
Mission accomplished.
They really got their money's worth out of that one. Got all the animation and stuff there. All right, cool. Not gonna worry about using the rest of these points. I'm gonna just do a special place. Then we can finally move on. And yes, pleasure to see you again. Good day, Professor Hamilton. Been what, 2.5 weeks now? Apologize for calling you over here. What with the school festival keeping you occupied, but I felt it was important that I return this to you, Agnes. Without further ado, here you are. Thank you, Professor. Pretty much done all the probing you can so far on why the Genesis stopped working, right? Any developments we should know about? No, sadly, not even after using my connections at the Institute to run it through every instrument at our disposal. Failed to glean any new facts, let alone the root cause behind the inexplicable phenomena we've observed so far. Nevertheless, I'm of a mind to continue the investigation. Thank you for the hydrate. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but we'd really appreciate it if you could. Yeah, now I have to talk more. There's still so many things that we have yet to understand. We need to do so in order to prepare for what lies ahead. See much of your forebears on you. Clearly, Professor Epstein's spirit lives on, as does Lilia's. Lilia, that's Agnes's grandma? Yes, I never got a chance to meet her myself. According to my great-grandfather's diaries, she used to go to and from the laboratory all the time. I believe Lilia was around 10 years old back then. She was strong of heart, smart as a whip, and compassionate to boot. Oftentimes she would make tea for her father and us disciples. On occasion, her spontaneous comments would even lead to breakthroughs in our research. The girl certainly did wonders for our motivation. Sounds a lot like how Yume says for us. Maybe right there. Thank you for sharing, Professor. It's a joy to hear. My grandmother had already passed when I was born, you see, so I never knew her all that well. But my mother told me she was a kind and dauntless woman who raised her single-handedly. See, that description fits Lilia to a T. All in all, however, neither I nor the other disciples can tell you very much about her. That's due in particular to the way she vanished right after the professor's death, leaving only a note behind. Real? Heard a bit about this. Half my grandmother's life is completely unaccounted for. At the time, the guild was still in its infancy. When they failed to find her, the search was called off. Oh, imagine my shock when I first met you, her granddaughter, in Basel. In any case, you already know how Katra is like family to me, so don't feel as though you have to be a stranger, dear. It goes for you as well, Van, even if nothing to do with the Genesis. You're welcome to reach out in times of need. Appreciate it. Might even happen sooner than we think. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you too, Professor. Also, we'd love to have you at this school festival if you'd be willing. Shaping up to be quite a spectacular event, thanks in part to Katra's contribution. Ah yes, Esmer has been telling me all about it. I'll try my best to make time for a visit. Well, we picked up the Genesis. Ready to head back to the academy? About that. Not as if we're in a hurry. Do you suppose we could stick around for just a little while longer? To tell you the truth, I'd actually been wanting to come here with you at some point. Yeah, now that you bring it up, I guess this is the first time we've been up here together. Pretty packed back at the festival anyway, so I could use some time away from the crowds. No harm in hanging back and taking a look around. Great, thanks, Van. Van and Agnes enjoyed a leisurely stroll along the observation deck. I'd taken the city sights from one of the telescopes. Let's see, if I turn it over in this direction. Old Town spotted. Pointed right at the office in Montmar. Seriously, you got sites for us selge around and that's the first place you pick? It's important to me. I always look there whenever I do this. Even on my days off work, I worry about whether you're eating a balanced diet or not. What are you, my nosy sister-in-law? Good luck keeping a food diary on me from way up here. Let's look over there next. Center March is lively as ever today. No matter how much they modernize the rest of the city, this slice never seems to change. You a long-time customer or something? Thought your house was over in the 10th district. Really, my mother would only take me shopping there every so often when I was little. For other occasions, such as birthdays, holidays, or rare times when my father made space in his busy schedule to come home early. Two of us would poke our heads into one stall after another, deliberating over what to eat. We used to have so much fun back then. Warms your heart to think about it. Dirk Memorial Park. My father used to drive me there as a child so we could take Alphonse for a walk. Your pet dog? Met him at the end of last year when I dropped you off that one time, right? Like I petted the guy, he started clinging and roughhousing like no tomorrow. Almost thought I'd never shake myself free. Usually so quiet around anyone outside our family. Guess he took a special liking to you. Free to stop by and keep him company if you'd like. And just stroll right into the president's house? I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. There's Aramis Academy over in the Arbor District. Festival's this busy on the first day, you're gonna be swamped all the way to the last. But I'll make it through somehow. What's up? I laugh, but I was just thinking, wow, I'm actually a student here. Even now, it still hits me. Suppose it's because this is where my mother and father first met. That's news to me. Story goes that my grandmother was working at the student store at the time. Being a single parent, she got permission to bring her daughter, Sophie, my mother, to work with her. Father had only just enrolled at the academy when they first got acquainted. From there, he wound up becoming a family friend of sorts. Well, sounds like it was fated to be, though I'm guessing there was a bit of an age gap there, huh? Yeah, 8 years to be exact. It wasn't long after they met that they became almost like siblings. As they grew up alongside one another, their shared feelings slowly blossomed into love. And one day, they came here to the observation deck where my father proposed to her. That's so. It's poetic considering your great-granddad was the one who designed the tower to begin with. Guess that must make it pretty special to you. In a way, it symbolizes the bond between the two sides of my family, the Claudells and the Gramharts. Shortly after I came along, my father's political career took off. He became busy while I began feeling lonely, so my parents made an effort to clear out their schedules and bring me to Tryon Tower. My mother talked about all sorts of things while we were here. She told me about life with my grandmother, about the way she met my father, about how the three of them would often visit the tower, about their irreplaceable moments she and my father created together. About the guilt he felt over missing my birth due to his military duties, about how overjoyed he was when he first held me in his arms, about how elated she was when he finally proposed, and all the while my father would have a faint, uncharacteristic blush on his face. Admittedly, a lot of the things she said were too difficult for me to understand at that age. I always loved seeing her smile spread from cheek to cheek over every new tale she recounted about my father and grandmother. Not quite the same as my great-grandfather's diaries, but hearing those stories about my family meant so much to me. Gave me hope that someday I'd meet my own special someone and get a chance to share this place with them too. Fun, yes. Over dramatic, I know. No need to take it too seriously. That's a nice sentiment, and I'm almost jealous. Car basically ties your family together, even the grandmother you never met in person. My thoughts exactly. Regardless of the circumstances, my mother and father crossed paths, fell in love, and had me. This place is always here as a reminder to put my faith in the bonds that connect us as a family. The thing I truly love about it. But ever since I started helping you and with your Spriggan work, it's taken on another meaning. You, me, the others have been all over Edith solving 4 SPG after 4 SPG. Now, looking over the city from here fills me with pride over everything we've accomplished. Think about the many times my family took in the same view and how I'm striving to protect it with my own 2 hands. Just so glad I joined Arc Red Solutions. So I want to give you credit where it's due. It's not just when it comes to gathering all the Genesees. Thank you, Van, for everything. This is where they would have her start having voiced lines. In like other games, they would fuck with me like that. Like, have the emotional lines be read and just screw with anybody who's actually reading them out loud. Because you helped me grow as a person, that I'm able to feel this way, and it's worth the world to me. Come on now, haven't we been over this? Any growth you made is your own doing. You're the one who leapt into my line of business and took whatever you could from the experience. You were tenacious like nothing else, sticking to your guns until you got what you were after. Honestly, I never could have imagined how far you'd go. When I up and vanished last year, you came after me without a moment's hesitation. And as if that wasn't enough, you rose up against it, being capable of rocking this world to its core, and gave him a piece of your mind. Talking to Van, not you. We don't care about you in the slightest, so get out of our sight and return Van to us at once. I don't think it's a stretch to say, if nothing else, your strength has pulled me through my fair share of scrapes. So much so that when I went from nearly giving up on myself to holding on no matter what. Point is, you're dead wrong if you think gratitude is a one-way street. Like I said before, me taking your request to find the Genesis came with some special conditions, so I'm counting on you to hold up your end of the bargain as my assistant. Yes, sir. Happy to be of service as always, Van. Yeah, I'm not a Van Yes shipper. Van Yes, you coming or what? It's cute, but I'm not a Van Yes shipper.
I want to make the most of everything you and the others have taught me, so I'm going to keep working hard. And while I do that, I hope I can stay by your side. I know I'm still inexperienced, but I'm looking forward to whatever comes next.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
Okay,
What's next?
we are out of connect points. We've done them all. We've gotten the American Garden. We've gotten the secret chest. It's finally time to save. And now, it's time to go into the final dungeon, ostensibly. Choosing to meet up with the other party members will end free time. Yep. Let's go! While chatting over the delicious festival lunch, Ren and Kincaid showed up, followed shortly by Paulette, come to pick up Yume. There, they decided to browse the festival booths a little longer. Also decided to make a quick stop at the cathedral and the patisserie. Hours flew by as they enjoyed their time together, and before they knew it, the clock had struck 4, which meant it was time for the festival's main event. The performance that would put on by students and guests alike with the help of Fairy, Aaron, and Judith. Even a little supervision from Van. Then it was time for the curtain to rise. I may need to take a break if they do not voice these lines. My throat is actually starting to hurt.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for your patience.
Thank you for voicing the
It's
lines.
time for the main event. We would now like to present a special performance put together by this year's Student Council.
They probably won't all be voiced, but I'm going to do my best.
This year's show is going to be a little different from usual. Rather than having it run entirely by the students, the teachers and other friends of the school have also graciously lent their support. When thinking about the best way to embody this year's theme, we wanted to come up with an answer that would be fun for everyone. And our answer was this hour-and-a-half show, a production that's all-inclusive of both Calvert and its neighbors, and of both tradition and innovation. It's called A new season together. I sincerely hope that our student body, as well as our guests, enjoy it to their heart's content.
Please don't tell me it's an hour and a half. It's fun that they call back to Barry and Aaron's dancing at the beginning. Or in chapter 2, 1B, 1A, I don't know. Whenever we were in Longport. Hermes never takes the helmet off. It's kind of funny how the colors shift in my stream software. In dark scenes, they're way, way darker, and in light scenes, they're normal. They're even. Very strange. I didn't know Swing could breakdance. Shouldn't be surprised considering how acrobatic he is, but... Nadia's also fairly acrobatic too. This music also doesn't make a ton of sense. This sounds like a J-pop song. It should
so
be.
That's what they meant by quick change. They've really stepped up their game since last month. Too bad I won't get to see the ending. Oh well. I'm sure I can get someone to show me a recording later.
Van, what are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, he just dips. Grand Tower, huh? Meet me in front of the tower today at 4:30. C.
Well, I wouldn't want to keep him waiting. Good thing I held off on giving this back to Agnes. All right, Mare Bear. Rise and shine. I can see her app running in the background, but I guess she can't actually manifest in this dimension. Might have to try something else.
I'm surprised you didn't stay until the end of the show.
They didn't really need me there. I was more or less a supervisor in name only. If anything, I should be the one who's surprised. Unlike me, you actually helped with the performance. Also, unlike me, you didn't just step out in the middle of the show. You weren't even there from the start.
I wasn't, no. I'm afraid that stage was just a little too full of life. For someone as hollow and empty as me. A person with no sense of self.
Well, like I told you before, that's exactly why no one else can play your roles like you do. Been a while. Nina Fenley. Actually, maybe I should be saying, nice to finally meet you. You aren't just a rising star in the movie biz with oodles of talent to spare. There's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh, dear. You're laying on the compliments quite thick. My face must be beet red right about now. Yes, I have another role apart from Nina the actress. I'm guessing you've already sussed out what it is.
Only got a rough idea, actually. At first, I had you pegged as the third C. The person who's been sending us all those ominous warning messages. I sifted through just about every possible candidate for that in my mind. Thought maybe the first or second C were cooking up a new plot. I even considered if Professor Epstein was our new C.
Because his first name is Claude, yes? That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? Although, when you consider the immortals from the Empire and the true identity of the Garden Master, I suppose it isn't completely improbable.
Yeah, but even I'll admit the theory's a bit out there. You being C, on the other hand, seemed plausible, but I ruled you out in the end. Just couldn't find anything concrete. Plus, you don't give off that smell. Wait, sorry. Not that kind of smell.
Don't worry, I know what you meant. Anyway, you were right to rule me out because I'm not C. Although, if I had been, that would have been problematic. Considering we've been ordered to hunt him down.
How the hell'd they get in here? You people defy all logic. No, I take it back. They're here because of your power, right?
Correct. We used his invitation to you as an opportunity to tread into his territory, so that we may find and execute him. He who hides behind a coat, as well as the name of C, and who dons the role of the Crimson Beast, must be eliminated.
She's Iscariot.
Didn't realize you had it all figured out. And here I thought Shizuna's master was the one with the omniscient eye.
No. My special eyes are quite different from his. Now, kindly withdraw, Arkwright. We will handle things from here. If you leave now, you might even make it in time for the last half of the show.
Sorry, but I'm staying right where I am.
Oh, are you now? Our target is nothing but a bestial affront to the goddess. Strictly speaking, you no longer have any connection to him. I know you're well aware of this fact, and yet, you resist. Why?
Simple, really. From my point of view, this is a 4SPG, and I already accepted it. He might have went about it in a roundabout way, but the fact is, he saved our hides more than a few times. So I've got a reasonable request on my hands, and I've accrued a debt. No self-respecting Spriggan would walk away without paying him back. I get that they're a thorn in your side, but if you want to get to the hunting grounds, you'll have to do it over my dead body.
Well, if that's how you want to play it, then I suppose we have no choice but to pull back.
You guys are unpredictable as ever. By the way, I got a letter from Master the other day, and it reminded me of something. Arteria's elusive captain and wildcard, who took up their post 3 years ago, was a fake who never existed. So if that's not who you are, then what's your other role? What's your real title?
There isn't really a title for what I do, per se. But Her Holiness the Pope and the Gralsritter's commander call me the Eschaton Saint. It would have been nice for us to have worked together, but thanks to your little cheat, we'll have to back off. I'll be heading back to the festival now. Do take care of yourself in there. Goodbye for now, Van.
Hey! Wait a minute. Is that? Looks like a shard-induced dimensional interference, but on a level that shouldn't be possible.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh, hey, Lapis.
Whoa! Aren't you?
Your name was Van Arkwright, yes? If I were to rate the cuteness of your name, you'd get 57 points.
Hey! What's with the crappy score?
Nadia, Ren, ready to come on in? Oh, finally!
My. You can be quite the handful sometimes.
Huh?
Van, you are horrible! How could you leave us all behind?
Well, Hey! What the hell are you guys doing here?
You've got some nerve, you know that?
Looks like the old fart's finally gone senile.
For once, I'm in full agreement with Aaron.
I'm not even going to ask why. Not this time. You always do this!
I share her sentiment.
Hey now! Pump the brakes for a sec.
Never, ever do that to us again! Do you hear me, Van Arkwright?
Loud and clear.
Serves him right.
I also find your behavior to be objectionable, even if I do understand your intentions.
I'd get it if you didn't want to involve Nadia and me, but your assistants too? Come on.
I can explain. Wait! Hey! Hold up a sec! How'd you guys know what I was planning to do?
Could you be any slower on the uptake? Literally everyone here knew that something was off with you. We aren't blind, my dude.
At the very least, we could tell it wasn't as bad as that time when you had completely given up.
But did you really think we wouldn't notice? You've been acting strange ever since you got that message.
And just when I was telling Aaron about how weird you were acting, you up and left without telling us!
After that, I pulled the car around, and we followed after you. When your Zyphus reading suddenly disappeared, even I was taken aback.
It must have been due to the phase space expansion. But that portal seems to be something else entirely.
If you're thinking of what excuses to make, stop. You're a Spriggan and the boss of Arkwright Solutions, yes? Then stop running away. Or, to put it more aptly, stop running from the people who care about you so much. Like your master said, you forged these bonds, so now you have to live with them.
I didn't realize that Rosette's outfit had like fucking claws on it. That's sick.
I was just doing a little digging. That's all, really. I swear. I wasn't planning on throwing my life away. Not like last time. If you guys want to tag along, that's fine by me. But what about the performance?
Oh, I already finished my part. Odette and Albert can handle the rest. Me and S finished ours too.
Well, I was supposed to show up at the finale and say a few words at the end. But if I'm unable to make it, I'm sure Albert will figure something out.
Poor guy. Talk about a trial by fire for the future student council president.
All right, all right. The whole lot of you want in on this wild ride, then you better strap in. Wait, do I even know your name?
My name's Lapis. Lapis Rosenberg. I've heard that you're an acquaintance of Yorick, and that you've done a lot for Swin and Nadia. I believe the reason you can't summon your hollow in this phase space is because your Genesis is currently inoperable. But if we can reach the Crimson Beast, she should be able to come out to play. And
Until then, I'll be your playmate. Lucky you. Well, aren't you going to show me your gratitude?
Sure. Thanks.
Wow, she really isn't anything like the Red Fairy. It's like her personality's done a complete 180.
Yup, she's real cute. In fact, she's super duper cute.
Right? There's no denying that. Our LP is the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Nadia! Don't hug me when I'm in my shard form.
Alright then. If you're up for it, I don't mind having the old man's masterpiece in my back pocket. Of course, that goes for the rest of you too. That man pretending to be C, the Crimson Grendel, is waiting for us on the other side. It ain't gonna be a walk in the park, but I'm not worried, because we've got one hell of a lineup here. Let's go kick his ass, and then get ours back to the festival.
Right!
Found something I dropped on the floor like 3 months ago. Need to find a replacement part for it. That's what I meant to do with it months ago, and I was just like, what the heck is this weird colored thing on my floor? It's not wood. Octradium. 8th Principal Observation Engine's multidimensional phenomenon space.
What is this place?
If this were a movie, I'd say these are some seriously cutting-edge special effects. If I were to put it into words, this place is like several parallel dimensions merged on top of one another.
It's like an expanse, where the laws of causality overlap. Actually, it's less of an expanse and more of a boundary.
I agree. I wonder if this place was made manifest by the 8th Genesis along with the other 7.
Yes, I think that's exactly right. That would explain why the Genesis lost their power. It was absorbed by this expanse. No, actually, it might be more accurate to say their power gathered around the person who called Van here.
Yeah, I bet that's exactly what happened.
We've already got a pretty good idea of who it is we're dealing with. And if our guess is right on the money, then the Chief's the only one who can send him off proper.
Then I think it's pretty clear what our role is in all this.
Yep, we're here to back you up.
I don't think any of us want this hanging over our heads while we're partying it up at the festival. I will do everything within my power to help you see him off, so that we may not harbor any regrets after today.
Until my vacation's over, I'm afraid you're stuck with me, whether you like it or not.
It looks like time is at a standstill here, just like it was during Pandemonium. So if all goes well, we might be able to wrap this up and be back in time for the end of the performance.
Let's shoot for that then. I'd like to have one last hurrah before our short-lived school lives are done and dusted.
Same. I'm sure we'll have other chances to have some school fun, but I'm all for ending things on a high note. No fair. You two had all the fun without me.
I guess it's up to us alumni to ensure everyone in your grade receives a proper send-off.
Indeed. We wouldn't want any of them to end up like a certain dropout, whom I will refrain from naming.
Hey!
Regardless, we'll help you finish this, Van. Everyone here knows what this 4SPG means to you. That's why we'll do this all together.
Thanks, guys. All right, gang. Let's get on out there and finish this thing! Right!
The rights are so loud. And from Mare to Lapis. Oh, Lapis is not maxed out. Huh. And I should move Ren
Providing support.
into the actual party.
Love me a sugar rush.
was pretty filling.
Bon appetit. Raised gourmet rank to maximum. All right, here we are.
The spaces are connected through distortion. No, they might be working on a different principle.
If this is derived from the Genesis, then a number of theories spring to mind.
As much as I'd like to investigate it further, now's really not the best time.
Get to work. They're down. Hold your. Keep moving, Van. All you on yes.
Oh my god. Those things have no magic resist. I mean, since we're here, we might as well have an in the party.
It should be safe for now.
That was nothing to sneeze at, Agnes.
So we need 2 chests. We need to see... 20 more enemies.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Boy, they do hurt though. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy crap.
Take your eyes off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron.
Well, well, what a nice little chest.
Let's begin, shall we?
Take him down, kitty.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Oh, wasn't there...
Leave it to me.
I just got it. Smell us, Gem. Because this gives me more evade, more crit.
All in a day's work.
What life hacks did you pull to get that strong, Ren?
It's time.
Activating skill.
Gotcha! All you on yes.
Oh my god, 40,000 damage almost.
Well, what'd you expect?
Oh, Powder Motor is 4. Nice. I guess you do get more XP being in the front. Holy shit, that was so much damage. God damn it. That fucking hurt.
All in a day's work.
These little stabby boys are mean. Sucker!
Looks like the gang's all here.
That's what you get.
Now, deploy sharks!
I did it!
Looks like a chest.
Dawnstar Verse. X marks the spot. Open 150 treasure chests. Gatsugarasu. Physical damage increases when HP is low. So ostensibly there's 13 more chests. I think I missed one chest somewhere.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Bolt in your court. Don't screw with me.
Really? You didn't die? Fine.
That's what you get.
That was amazing, Aaron.
Get to work. This is it. Take close in and kick some ass.
Yeah, basically. Van's probably the best tank, naturally. Or he can be the best tank. If you use Law Nair. Aaron is available a lot and has probably one of the highest physical attacks in the game. Like, that's just silly, doing 8,000 damage on a normal attack. Agnes is probably the best caster.
You're just the cutest little thing, LP. I feel so much better just having you around. This shark body doesn't quite compare with my Rosenberg doll form, but I suppose it's acceptable. Barring the fact that I'm unable to eat anything. Come here, you. Ah! I told you, don't hug me when I'm in my shark form.
Simmer down, you two.
And then Agnes, so like, you could definitely build Ketra to be an outstanding caster as well. But the thing is that Ketra's S craft is way worse. Because Agnes's S-Craft is fully heal and revive the entire party, then give everyone like 20% health regen, or like 5 turns. Which is just absolutely absurdly powerful. And Agnes is also very readily available. As much, if not more, than Ketra.
There's still much I have yet to learn.
So that's also the main reason I use Van as a tank, is because he is infinitely available, basically. Like, there are a couple chapters early on in the game, but like, he's the main character, so he's available pretty much all the time you're playing. Like, so it just makes some sense to have him built to do things. And I don't really need more damage. Like, and he does a good amount of damage, despite not being built for damage.
Watch it.
That's what you get.
That one's big.
Let's take them out.
So yeah, that's kind of the party. It's kind of similar to the, like, I have Fairy set up to be extremely dodgy, with extremely high evade, to kind of fill the similar role of Fee in the Cold Steel games, of just being a dodge tank. So she can fill that role if I need it. Rosette works very well as a support caster.
Functionality improved.
So that can be very useful. Ren is a pretty strong physical attacker, physical half support. Then I can also run Shizuna if I just want to do absolutely stupid physical burst between Aaron and Shizuna.
Well, well, what a nice little test. I'm on it.
I haven't really found a good use for Kincaid. Not that I don't think he's a solid unit, like a solid character. I don't know what he's better at. I think it's probably physical damage, but I find it hard to find. Yes, but Ketra also uses a gun and does magic damage. So, like, Fairy does physical damage and uses a gun. Ketra uses a gun and has magic damage. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly physical with Kincaid.
This could get tricky.
Keep going. It's go time. Have some more.
So, like, and then the Dominions are just, there aren't around enough.
That was amazing, Aaron.
You know, like, especially in the, like, you can use them all the time in the Markengarten,
Well
but
then, shall we?
you can't use them outside of the Markengarten.
That looks like a nice test. Let's begin, shall we?
Won't take long.
So, like, this team makes a lot of sense to me. And Judith has some pretty good uses, but at the moment, Agnes does what she does better. And also diversifies my damage
I
types.
can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at, Agnes.
Because the main thing that Judith does super well is remove buffs from enemies. And the spell I'm using on Agnes, which is... Hey, all Holocores next. Hell yeah. Which
Initiating
is...
maintenance.
Satis Phantasma removes all buffs as well. And I can do it every turn for free in perpetuity. Rather than having to rely on a craft where I can be out of craft points. So Judith just kind of gets outshined by Agnes at this point in that particular way. So, and really I just always want to have a healer and support caster, like, or a attack caster as well, like, in the party. Like, it just makes sense to diversify my damage. Because I'm gonna run into things that are resistant to physical damage. There's lots of things that are stupid resistant to physical damage. Like, apparently these things. And I can just say, like, no, everything takes damage now. Like, look, I'm only doing 3,000 damage. You know? Then Agnes is going to cast this big whale and do 30,000. And lower all their stats.
looks
Didn't
like
put
a
up much
chest.
of a fight, did they?
Perfect as always, Ren.
Initiating maintenance.
And now, Aaron crits on every attack. Isn't that fun?
Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
Get to work. Make it count, Aaron. Bolton, take him down, kitty.
Do forgive me.
A chance! You're open! Van, activate!
Gotcha. Make it count. Have some more.
I won't lose! There! Ha! You're open! Van!
Keep moving, Van. You're up, Ren.
Activating skill.
Too slow. It's go time.
A chance! Ha! There!
Moving on up.
A level 69. Nice.
Well, what'd you expect? Looks like some good loot.
Oh. Hey, guys. Well, time to change up the team. Well,
Fancy meeting you here, my friends. It's good to see the former Angel Boy is doing better than when I last saw him.
What? Oh, come the hell on.
What are you three doing here?
Great. It's the world's most hateable trio.
It's been a full month since our last encounter with them.
You must have used the girl's shadow powers to force your way in here.
Why, yes. That and a little help from our dear Retzi.
She's always had a soft spot for you. And why that is, I'll never understand.
You know, I was wondering the same thing as them. Why are we here? Their fight literally has nothing to do with us.
Funny, I had the same exact thought. Is there any point to us being here? We fulfilled our contract a month ago. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't teleport us out right now.
Oh, don't be like that, kiddos. I'm trying to help you experience life's greatest pleasures, and those are often found off the beaten path. Now then, we have quite an ensemble here, and I can't think of a more fitting stage to close out this little play of ours. I wanted to make one last appearance before we take a bow, so I thought it'd be fun if I served as the opening act to this grand finale.
The nerve of him.
Thanks, but we don't need an opening act. We're fired up enough without your help. Ooh, I remember him from when I was being controlled. He's scary. Yeah, that's putting it mildly. That whack job is the king of creepy.
I took a look at the report on what happened at Nemeth Island. Procurement and attempted use of biochemical weapons are serious charges. You won't be getting off with a mere slap on the wrist.
Oh dear. I suppose that means my free pass for helping take down Almata has already expired. Well, our little pact was just about over anyway. Which means things will start to heat up soon.
Well aware, and we'll be ready.
I see. He must be talking about the bilateral non-intervention pact my father made with the Grand Master of Ouroboros.
I can't believe the leader of an entire nation would strike a deal with some faceless organization.
Whatever. That ain't our concern. You two can work that stuff out on your own time. Anyway, let me get one thing straight. You're here because you're bored, right? Need a bit of excitement now that your Nemeth Island circus act is over? Well, we don't got time to mingle with shit stirrers like you. So let's just get this over with.
Damn, you guys are in a bad mood, but that just makes me want to push your buttons even more.
They've got more people this time. Ugh, this is going to be a real pain.
That's fine by me. As they say, no pain, no gain. Take that to heart. Think of this as your final trial. Show me some fancy moves out there, kiddos.
Oh, really? It's about time.
Hell frickin' yeah! Now I'm fired up!
They've got that killer glint in their eyes. If you stand in our way, we'll cut you down to size.
I might as well sample a bit of that poison you're so famous for.
You're going to pay for what you did to me on Nemeth Island. This time, I'll fight you with my own power. The power that my friends helped me attain.
Ren has... I have had just about enough of you at this point. It's about time you got a dose of comeuppance, and I'll be the one to deliver it!
We'll see about that. All right, it's showtime. Let's boogie. I hope you enjoy the encore performance.
You'll pass this final exam with flying colors!
Guess I gotta put in a little effort here.
Now's your chance for a sharp boost.
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Dice you up! All you on yes!
Let's party!
Activating drive.
Make it count, Darren!
Here goes!
Damn! This shit's hard!
Reset! Take over!
Cobalt curtain. Activate.
There's the boost.
You're up.
Got something for you! Sion, do it!
And the S break. That's a shame.
No.
Wow.
No.
That one shot on Yes through
Playtime's over!
through
Not too
the
late
shield.
to throw in the towel.
Make it count, Darren! Go!
Sneaking up.
My move now.
Not too late to throw in the towel.
There.
You saved me. It's not over.
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Boost stage limit raised.
Now then.
Snack time. Your turn. No.
Wow, dude. They just get to keep going. That's another S break. What? Holy fuck that, dude. That was 3. It was S break, into their turn, into their turn, into an S break, into their turn, into their turn, into an S break. Are you fucking kidding me?
I like where this is headed.
That's fucking absurd.
NANI?!
That's fucking stupid, dude. That's a dumb way to make something challenging.
I think I need patching up. Get in there, she's enough. Let's go.
You people suck. Boost gauge limiter removed.
Activating skill.
They're on their knees.
We can do better. Let's all take it up a notch.
Boost gauge limiter released.
I won't fight.
I won't give up. Hey, should you be fighting? It's up to you, Mary.
How are you?
It's go time. Let's stay on the offensive. Take a left, student. Come at me. Keep it going.
This is stupid.
I think I need patching up.
Ah, well. Yeah, and I can't switch because I can't heal.
Hey, should you be fighting? There.
My turn now.
It's time.
Activating skill.
Steal the show, Judith.
So I don't know that I actually have a shot at this fight.
Do your work.
If he does that. Like if I get hit like I just did, I don't think I can win with this team, or I don't know that I can. I just don't have the healing.
Shameful. You'll be sorry. Ready to roll.
Yeah, I don't have the AoE healing with this team in the back,
Easy now. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers.
and I don't really have the damage either.
I think I need patching up. Don't hold anything back.
Now then.
Yeah.
I got a bit. I may have bit off more than.
Activating skill.
No. There's nothing you can do when your full team dies. You're just fucked.
Performance.
We'll pass this final exam with flying colors.
Guess I gotta put in a little effort here.
Now's your chance for a short activating skill.
All you on yes.
Can we speed this up?
Activating drive.
Usually when they do that, they just literally say, hey, you're gonna need 3 squads for this fight. Like, here's 3 separate fights.
It's working.
You know what I mean? Like, you have one objective with each group.
I suggest we strike now.
Count, Darren. It's go time.
Damn, this shit's hard.
Reset. Take over.
Accessing. Initial up.
Your turn.
Yeah, and this S-Break's gonna kill me. Nope. That's the double S-Break that kills me.
I think we can do better. Let's all take it up a notch.
You people suck.
Here goes.
I could. You can do Pandemonium Harbinger with only one of you alive? That seems unfair.
Don't screw with me.
That just seems unfair. Like, oh, hey, here's a team-up attack, but only one of me is currently actually conscious. Fucking stop that. Stupid asshole.
Pull out all the stops.
Good luck. Activating drive. Yeah! You saved me.
Take that.
One moment.
I can't impede. Because he can guard. Damage says jail. Okay.
It's go time. Reset. Take over.
Activating drive. I'll heal you.
Well, Aaron's alive.
Take.
A chance. Boost level maximum. Grant them life. Innocent heal.
Take that. You'll be sorry for that.
I think I'll try.
Here's my chance. Activating skill. Mr. Archive.
Jawbreaker Zed.
How are you?
Oh, and then he gets to just go again. Okay. Oh, and then he gets to go again. Oh, and then he gets to go again. So that's 4 turns in a row that he gets. That's so fucking absurd, dude.
Show me what you got.
Easy now.
Activating
I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers.
Grant them life. Innocent heal.
Take that.
Pull out all the stops. Have some more.
I'll heal you. You saved me.
Take that.
I won't bite.
Chance.
Keep moving, Ben.
How are you?
Here I go. Activating skill. There we go. Mr. Wen.
Here goes. You'll be sorry for that. Keep moving, Ben. Gotcha.
I think I'll try.
I won't lose. Activating drive. Here's my chance. Cobalt Turf.
I'll give just what you.
Please don't reflect. Nope, that cancels it. Okay, that's good to know.
Make it count, Darren. You've got this, Agnes.
Chance.
Too slow. Take that, you ass.
This goes out. Here's my chance. Full boost.
Pull out all the stops.
Reset. Take over.
Plug it back.
with me.
A chance! Level maximum.
Let's party!
Here I come! If you could!
It's go time! Playtime's over!
Now!
Well, that fight kind of was awful. Fuck you, Harwood. You're a bitch. That's the first fight I've lost in the entire game.
Screw with me, you shitheads!
Language, Ix, and volume. Not that I don't share your sentiments.
Even with them being totally outnumbered, they still put up a good fight. Those two really are something.
Mostly it's Harwood.
Bummer. I really wanted to knock them down a peg, and bringing them to heel would have done the trick. Bring them to heel?
I'm guessing that's not a phrase she picked up on in school.
That was incredible. You really do know how to show an old man a good time. But like I said earlier, we're just the opening act.
Are you serious? Again?
Stop running away!
You guys give new meaning to the word coward. Oh well. In a way, I'm glad you guys showed up when you did. Better here than at the finish line. You won't be able to get in our way later, because you'll be too busy licking your wounds.
Huh. Fair point. They could have shown up at the worst possible moment and spoiled everything. That's very much the sort of thing they do.
You got a point.
About that. After my recent exploits, I received a bit of a tongue lashing, so I won't be stepping too far out of line for the time being. Anywho, a promise is a promise. Ix Eldarion, Yorda Eldarion. I hereby pronounce you shared owners of the title of Enforcer number 20. It's the third number from the last. I hope you'll enjoy dancing at the end.
Really?
Of our
They're
strings.
enforcers now? Ugh.
Hell yes! We've hit the big time! Sucks having to share a number, but who cares?
Yeah, I don't mind that part so much. I'm just excited to have some freedom for a change.
Seems like your betrayal was short-lived. Now you're right back into the fold. And you're adding new members to the Enforcer's ranks. It's been 2 years since we confirmed the existence of Enforcer number 19.
You just had to drag those kids down with you. You really are the worst, Harwood.
Why, thank you, my dear Wren. Now it's time we exited stage left. Let's hope this doesn't end with your demise.
Bye-bye! Next time we're totally blowing your faces off.
Try not to die, because we want to be the ones to slaughter you.
You know, Ren had a thing for slaughter for a long time. Kind of was her thing.
What is their problem?
I feel you, really. But you may as well be yelling at a brick wall. Ugh. It's like they were deliberately trying to get on our nerves. They were so not cute. Their names, on the other hand, get my seal of approval. I give Yorda a 91 and Ix a 78.
Are you ever going to tell us the criteria?
With everything that happened on the island, I couldn't help but be a little anxious. Maybe I should have laid into him a bit more.
Personally, I think you did fine, Catra. I agree. I'd even say you were great.
Besides, it's not like he would have listened or cared. What's important is that you beat him at his own game and made him look like a fool.
I suppose you're right.
They may have delayed us, but now there is nothing else standing in our way.
Right. If anything, it made for a fine warm-up. Ready to beat feet, Van?
Yeah, it's about time we wrap this up.
I'm gonna go heal.
I see a stopping point. Would you care to rest?
Good stuff. That jackass lives to stir shit up. Are we sure he doesn't have anything to do with the Genesis?
He must have had some aim he was trying to achieve.
I wouldn't overthink it. It's as Aaron says. He simply takes pleasure in stirring the pot. Still, it's nice to know he finally got a proper scolding for his incessant mischief.
These clown guys are back.
Won't take long. Take that, you ass! Hold your... Reset! Take over! Gotcha!
Mr. Arkwright! Activate! Now!
All you on yes!
Activating skill.
Too slow! It's go time!
Now!
Here goes!
Couldn't take your eyes
Here
off
I
me,
go.
right?
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wayne.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
Let's get to work! Where?
Engaging
Let's
sharp
finish
strike.
the job!
Our chance.
Activating skill.
If you please. A chance.
Activating skill.
Let's finish this now. I can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at, Agnes.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
This could get tricky.
The star has
Here we
arrived!
go.
Here goes!
Let's get to work!
Keep going! Here goes!
Now.
Reset! Take over!
Activating skill.
Double death blow.
That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it down, Reset.
Well, this area is quite large.
I see me some small fries.
I'm on it.
Here.
Here goes!
Looks like a chest.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
Maybe charge 4. Like maybe this is the dead end. And enemies remain.
Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
I see me some small fries.
That looks like a nice chest.
Think fast!
I found a thing. A worm. Getting like notifications like I'm getting chat messages, and then my chat is not moving. I'm sorry if I'm missing chat messages. It's legitimately just not showing.
Yes, I can feel it. An incredible power is welling up just beyond here. It's awaiting our arrival.
It's the source of this spatial distortion. No, of all these incidents.
We'll put an end to it this time. Let's do this, everyone!
There we go.
Treasure located.
Don't really need to fight these, honestly. Unless they're a new enemy. Oh, this might be a fight that I've been trying to set up. Come on. Come on, get in here.
Send you flying! It's go time!
Damn, wasn't over 500,000 damage.
Take your eyes off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron.
That looks like a nice chest.
It was almost. I think one more enemy and we would have been there. That's a shame. Could have gotten another quartz. I don't know what it does, but if it's that annoying to get, it's probably decent. Maybe niche, but decent.
That looks like a nice chest.
Indigo ring. That is worthless. Something I've been reading about. Something I should try and set
Initiating
up.
maintenance.
I think it's on this line. I need one more space on this line.
That's a single element slot. Skills updated. New
Seraphic
skill
Force.
obtained. Skills updated.
The Seraphic Force. Resist with 1 HP and receive medium HP, EP, and craft points when KO'd. So that will... that will help cover... if we have totally wiped, and then she'll come back with enough craft points to immediately use her S-Break. And so we should survive. A little bit easier. I don't know how often that triggers. Might be once per battle, but it gives us better chances than we've been sitting with before. So because I feel like I'm going to be
Understood.
going
Providing
into
support.
more nonsense,
to adjust your orbit.
Oh, no, not you.
Adjustment complete.
I did.
Activating maintenance mode. Skills changed.
Annoying as he was.
Skills changed. Switching to maintenance mode engaged. Shard skills updated. Shard skills updated. Maintenance mode. Let me handle this.
I need to get to a, there we go.
Want a place to chill? Then look no further. Charged and ready to go. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Looking to adjust your orbits? Switching to maintenance mode. Shard skills updated. Let me handle this. Skill set updated.
Is that what I think it is?
Let me handle this. Skill set updated. Let me. Switching to maintenance mode. Shard skill activating maintenance mode. Skills adjustment complete. Adjustment complete. Looking to adjust your orbits? Leave it to me. Initiating mate switching.
Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff.
Okay. Is dropping attack 1 is probably worth it, right? Dropping 6 attack for action 3. It's probably worth it.
Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff. Thanks a bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Appreciate your business. Hang in there. Yes, it must be at the top of these stairs.
This is our last fight. Let's make sure we're ready before we head on up.
Alright. Shit, I didn't realize we were gonna get here so quick. Here we go.
It's the lights from the 7 Genesees.
So their power was here all along. Or rather,
The essence of their power. It's been extracted, allowing the Genesees to act autonomously.
That seems like an apt enough description to me. And look at what's inside of the man in front of us.
Ah, the 8th Genesis. The centerpiece of all that's happened these past 2 months.
So you've come, then, Arkwright. And you brought the other fixers with you, along with a few fresh faces.
Well, you were the one who told me to be in front of Treon Tower at 4:30 p.m. I'm probably a little late, but hey, time's frozen. Nice when technicalities work in your favor.
Yeah, I suppose you get a pass.
The hell? He's talking like a normal-ass person now.
Well, aside from the demonic reverberation anyway.
Yeah. Though, why do I get the feeling I've heard that voice before?
You're right. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, I hear it too. And when he speaks, I can feel my chest tighten.
Then is he someone you all know? Or is it possible that...
Maybe we know him too. You do know him. But I can't reveal who he is. Since we're in close proximity of the 8th, maybe you can call out to her now, Van.
Good point. Mare!
What took you so long? You have no sense of urgency. You made me sit there in the background for ages, and then you replaced me? Your name was Lapis, right? While I appreciate your help up to now, I've got everything under control. So why don't you buzz off? Fine, fine. You can have Van back. I was simply repaying what I owed. Now hush. You're interrupting a very important conversation. Whoa. LP just shut her down. She's like her older sibling.
Well, while that certainly is cute, we really should get back to the subject at hand.
Right. I hope you all know how much I appreciate your help. Thanks to you guys, I can finally put this 4SPG to bed.
Van.
First things first. Let's see if my suspicions are right on the mirror. Can't move forward until we do that, right?
Correct. Just as the smallest units of matter have their own particles and waveforms, my existence is ever in a state of flux. It cannot be validated without first being observed. You must determine my identity without relying on your lauded sense of smell.
Fair enough. As soon as I got your message this morning, I knew for sure that you were C. We're positive that you aren't the first or second C. Testimony from the people who knew him makes that clear as day. Now then, there was something that stuck out to me when I was going over the notes again. The warnings there were stated so plainly, I couldn't get a bead on who could have written them. That's the mark of a real pro, a pro who specializes in multiple fields, writing, among others.
Multiple fields? Wait.
Oh, I get it now.
And that's when it hit me. There's only one person I know who has such an annoying attention to detail. When that thought came to mind, I immediately said to myself, there's no way. But after learning the Garden Master's true identity, fighting through hell and back during that coup, and seeing people be recreated by the 8th Genesis, I couldn't entirely dismiss the idea.
A deceased revolutionary, clinging to existence like a parasite.
And the Genesees recreating versions of Jin and Kilika, who were almost like abstractions.
Not bad. However, there is still one small thing you failed to pick up on. If I am who you believe me to be, then tell me, what reason would I have to hide behind the name C? Why would I adopt an ill-conceived alias used by those who operated in the shadows of Crossbell and the Empire?
That's the easy part, actually. There's a reason you chose the name C in particular, outside of needing a convenient smokescreen. And that reason has less to do with the name itself, and more to do with its placement in the alphabet. You picked C because it would conceal your real initials, while also falling right in between them.
I never considered that.
The alphabet? The letters before and after C would be...
B and D. I don't believe the order matters in this particular instance.
Yeah. So, here's our answer. About time you showed your face. Dingo Brad.
You get a passing mark, Van.
Well, he's not as dead as we
Not
thought.
only ascertained my true identity, but also the reason I chose the name C. Now you can bear witness to my true form, a mere shard-based replica, a shadow of my old self. You, on the other hand, are the same as ever. You may be a year older, but time hasn't smoothed your rough edges.
Yeah, whatever.
I feel like I just walked into a retirement home. Still.
I did have my suspicions. But even now, I still can't wrap my head around all this.
The idea of him being the third scene never even crossed my mind. So, he's a shard replica?
Does that mean... No. I thought that may have meant the real Dingo was still with us. But that isn't the case, is it?
No, I'm not of this world anymore. As you already know, my life ended when Cray Village ceased to be. Unlike the immovable and the flying swallow, this form wasn't created based on a pre-existing body. The circumstances surrounding its creation run parallel to what happened to that Basel professor, and are a direct result of what transpired in Cray.
Did you say Basel? Do you mean Professor Callahan?
His memories and personality were converted into an AI by the 5th Genesis.
I've reviewed the footage of the Cray incident countless times over, but even I never once considered the possibility of it sparking a convergence.
Is that really what happened?
Van...
Aptly put, Mr. Presidential Aide. When the end had arrived, I resigned myself to my fate. But in those last few moments, I felt a pang of regret. Despite how I viewed myself, I knew there were others who cared for my well-being, who would mourn my passing. Had I anticipated Dante's intentions, I could have saved everyone. By not doing more for those people, I committed an egregious sin. That moment of overwhelming shame and self-loathing was the origin point, where my observed existence was absorbed into the network.
Unbelievable! Melchior had connected the Legacy, which happens to be an observation device, to the Orbital Network. And that meant your consciousness had been stored in the core of the 8th Genesis.
The pieces are slowly coming together.
All in a split second? Wait, no. Time isn't really an issue here, is it? Right. If Elysium was tasked with completing the convergence, for example, it would have taken it about 10 seconds to do the job. And if it had the power of the 8th Genesis backing it up, it'd take 2 seconds at most, probably even less. The 8th is a special piece of work. After all, it acts as the core of the...
There's that garbled bullshit again. That isn't important right now, though.
Long story short, the 8th is the reason you're here. And while residing within the core, you sent Van a warning about the Revolution Festival. Then sometime after that, you fell into the Garden Master's clutches, who made you into his Crimson Beast.
You've got it. As a result, I killed many gangsters and special ops troops. At first, he had me dancing to his tune, marching in step. But gradually, I was able to wrestle control back from him, and by Nemeth Island, I was free of his influence. Believe you me, playing the part of his silent, subservient pet from then on was no easy task.
Look at you, being all humble.
Yeah, you fooled us pretty good. Ever consider taking up acting as a career?
That explains why you tried to warn us, even through all that.
I guess looks aren't the only thing you've got going for you. No wonder Boss leaned on you so much.
Huh? He did?
Yeah, like we said before, our boss has a bit of a checkered history. He met an informant shortly after entering the Republic 2 years ago. That man became a benefactor of sorts for him.
We never met him in person, but I think they talked over comms. He said he had his eye on you because of how active you were behind the scenes during the war.
I'll admit, I was taken aback when he reached out to me. I prepared some false IDs for him, and we both wreaked a bit of havoc here and there. But that was all part of my job as an informant. I believe benefactor is a bit of a misnomer.
Well, he was grateful to you all the same.
You must be lying out of your ass. Nobody's that cool.
He has an interesting background indeed, and I'm not the least bit surprised to hear it.
Alright, quit stroking his ego, everyone. Though, I ain't shocked to hear that you came back around on your own. Anyway, it's time we cut to the chase, Dingo. Actually, I think it'd be best if I called you what you are. A clone created by the 8th Genesis, the Grendel Zolga.
Yes, that's exactly who I am.
Right. You're not the real Dingo.
Yeah. Like the replicas of Jin and Kilika. I'm nothing but an imposter. A being whose only purpose is to observe, in accordance with the 8th Genesis' design. And that which the 8th Genesis is designed to observe is karma, the one thing in which humanity, by its very nature, cannot escape.
Alrighty, here we go.
Karma is humanity's sin. In fact, it's the original sin.
Is he planning to fight us? Is that how he intends to settle this?
But why?
If he's like those Jin and Kilika clones, then there wasn't any other way this was gonna end.
Over those 3 days, you were exposed to an unsavory truth. Humanity is weak. Feed them a story that fits their premise of how things should be. And all ethics, morality, and bonds are readily cast aside. And in turn, there's no line they won't cross. Just look at Dante's Melchior, and the overseers of the gardens. Or even myself, a foolish man whose actions put Armada on the path to power. Naturally, not all will fall to sin, but the potential for it lies within everyone. That weakness is humanity's original sin, one that the 8th Genesis was built to observe with vigilance. Its ceaseless observation persists. It has yet to truly be brought to an end.
Makes sense why this game was called Crimson Sin in Japanese. Big. Grendel Zolga Sin.
That's why I called you here, Van. To bring a decisive end to it.
A beast that devours sin. Huh.
Well, I do appreciate you going into a lot of detail about the request and all. But I don't think any of us are looking to become your next meal. That'd make for a real shit ending if you ask me.
You don't mean...
Yes. The present you now know will soon be reconstructed. All the sins of those 3 days that you erased will come back into being. The forced reset is a byproduct of the Octgenesis. It is a retry method that can only be performed so many times. Its purpose is to achieve the desired observational outcome. Very soon, the other possibilities that were archived from past resets will be designated as the final observational outcome.
That's bullshit! Why did it have to come to this? No, that's not an outcome we're willing to accept!
Even if you say there's nothing we can do, we're not just gonna stand here and let that happen!
We dispelled those illusions and deceptions, all to attain the present we now reside in. While this may sound conceited, we will not let all our efforts go to waste.
Darn straight, this is one plot twist I'm definitely not on board with. No way, no how.
I'm with you there. And if Ace were here, I'm sure he'd say the same thing.
Yeah! A future without S and LP is a future I don't want to live in. I don't want a future without me either. Don't make me go back to being all red and ugly.
I suppose another coup d'etat would cast a considerable pall over the festival. You may have aided me in the past, but I can't allow you to take this from us.
Don't expect things to play out in the way you're envisioning, because I will not let that outcome come to pass.
I'm not about to let another coup d'etat come about. No matter what, I will prevent it. Miss Misarugi will require your aid.
You got it. For the record, I was planning to help out even without a contract.
We're facing a Genesis that observes sin. And you too, Dingo. I know you're being forced to carry out its function. I'm so sorry. But in order for us to hold on to our present, we have no choice but to fight.
And that is how it should be.
Okay, let's show him what the original Grendel is made of.
You read my mind. About time we got this 4SPG underway.
Let's go, Grendel Zolga!
Very well. Then face me, Van Arkwright.
Hollow Hoarder acquired all hollow cores other than Altus. Okay, he big. He's 376,000 HP.
Over here! All for you!
Activating drive.
you.
I owe you one.
Let's go down!
Is this the extent of your power, Spriggan?
Here goes! Activating drive. Pour down the shard field?
Oh shit.
Leave this to me.
Can you do something about this, Mayor?
I'm trying.
Well, that's.
There a little longer, okay?
Oh boy. And I.
Victory's in reach. Victory's in reach.
Okay. Well, I can open my menu. Heal. Sort of. Aha, I can use items. Fantastic. Okay. Come on, I'm a Dark Souls player. You think I'm gonna not be able to dodge some of those?
Redeploy the field.
Pathetic.
Playtime's over.
In this fight, it's devour or be devoured.
Here goes. Here goes. Keep moving, Van.
Over here. Up to you, Reset.
Let's party.
Activating skill. If you please. Let's go down. Activating drive. Here goes.
Going all in.
You got this, Agnes.
Shine. Aaron. Now.
Here we go again.
The shard field is down again.
There, Lapis. You need it back up. Step.
Did I get him? I think I got him. There's no way that's just one phase. That's just one phase of the fight. That's not how JRPG boss fights work.
Damn it! It's like what happened with that demon lord.
Even a shard barrier won't be enough, I fear.
Mayor, I'll bear the nightmare.
Right. I'm on the case. Van, please take care of Dingo.
with me!
No.
Here goes!
You stop that.
I'll take you on. Ha! Hold up. Ha! Let's go down.
We'll take that.
Oh, fear.
I'll take you on. Activating drive. Here's my chance. Activating drive. Let's go down.
What's going on?
The military garrison? We just go back 2 months in time?
Well, I certainly have a lot more health than I did back then.
That's it.
Here goes!
Activating skills. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
We'll win. Activating skill.
Sucker! Chance! It's go time!
You can't best me.
Activating skill.
Sucker! You're down! Chance! It's go time!
We'll win. This ends now. Activating skill. Keep it up.
Chance! You got this! Don't stop now, Elaine!
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Doing a lot more damage. Here we go again. Whee!
Where? What's Ida doing here? It's the Tyrant. We must be experiencing a scenario where we were unable to stop it.
Looks like anything's possible here. But I'm not about to be done in by a couple of imposters.
We're not gonna roll over that easy. Put you back in your place as many times as it takes.
A chance! Activating drive. Perfect chance!
I can't. Oh, I can't change.
Here goes!
Use a shake of your own.
Too slow! All you on yes!
Do your worst! There!
I definitely need Aaron to not be dead. That is somewhat critical for my damage formula here. Aaron being dead there would be bad for my damage output.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me!
The demonized forms of Melchior and Gerard Dantes.
These are the last faces I wanted to see. But it's okay. We're stronger than we were last time.
Right.
Boy,
Let's
this
send these guys
party
back
is
to
not
get
what I
hit
would have picked.
For good this time.
But here we go.
Go, Katra!
Initializing drive.
I miss having Aaron.
Finish him, Van!
He does so much damage. Fucking freeze!
It's not over. Boost level maximum.
Vital's low. I'm not doing so well.
You know, not having Aaron for this fight is really hurting my damage output. Oh good, we're free. Thank God. That fight was not going super well.
We've returned.
That may have been the most irritating field trip I've ever been on.
But we overcame it, and now we're at the final sprint.
Let's wrap this up, you guys.
One last battle, and it's all over.
Now go beat the snot out of that guy.
All right, Dingo. It's about time we settle this. Let's pit my Grendel against yours.
520,000 HP. All right. Howling roar and then just punch him in the mouth.
It's go time! It's go time!
Phoenix dance.
You got this, Agnes!
Activating drive. Accessing. Initialize.
Don't screw with me! Playtime's over!
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Now it's my turn.
Damage up seems good to me. Well,
Level maximum. Activating skill. If you could.
It's go time! Keep going! Reset! Take over!
Reset! Preparing. We'll take that.
Keep going!
Show me your resolve.
servant.
Screw with me!
This is why we have that seraphic. Seraphic force or whatever it is.
We'll take that.
Seems like taking the other craft point item off of Aaron was a mistake.
I'll take you on. Activating drive.
He just doesn't seem to generate craft points fast enough anymore. Get him out of here. Enemy S-break. I don't know that I lived this. I think this is scripted. This looks like it's only on Van. Counter S-break. Let's go. That would be crazy. If you dodged an S-break, you just got to use yours for free. That would be so fucking broken. Oh my god. It only took 40 years, completely filled the battle section of the notebook. So it's every single enemy in the game.
Van.
Wow. He actually did it. Nice going.
Looks like you're you again, you damn lady killer.
Yeah. And I have you all to thank for that.
Van and Dingo! Oh, thank Arusha!
Yes. I was a little worried there for a moment. Does that mean...
Probably. The Genesees have most likely regained their luster.
You're right. It looks like they have their power back. But that means... I feared as such.
Oh, come on. Why the long face? I'm just going back where I belong. This is a time for celebration, not tears. I mean, you finally completed the little lady's request.
Well, half of it anyway. Which is kind of crazy to admit. Given all the stuff we've been through together. Would have liked having you along for the ride. You'd have been a big help.
No. I'm sure you guys can get along just fine without me. You made it this far on your own, right? You know, when I first met you, you reminded me of myself back when I was still wet behind the ears. But somewhere along the way, people started relying on you more and more. And it looks like you learned how to rely on them in return. Thanks for taking on my 4SPG. You really did me a solid there, Van.
Think nothing of it. I already owed you for all you've done for me. A guy's gotta pay his debts when he gets the chance, right? Wish you'd give me a little more time to pay back everything I owe. Maybe I can pass along a message for you? To Marielle, I mean.
Not being able to talk with her before the end is my one regret. I'm proud of her, even if she stumbles or spins her wheels along the way. She's finally standing on her own 2 feet. I only wish we could have talked one last.
Dingo? Is that you?
doing here?
Hey! When'd you run off, LP?
You left to find her on your own?
Not exactly. I was asked to bring her here. A certain someone reached out to me since that glasses guy's tracker doesn't work here.
It can't be.
Oh, but it can, Renee Kincaid.
Oh, no shit.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. You'll have to excuse me for keeping my face concealed.
Hey, Rufus.
Twin, Nadia, it's been some time since we last crossed paths. You both look well.
Well, I'll be. That's some trick you pulled, boss.
So you're still alive and kicking, huh? Of course, I wasn't worried about you in the slightest.
Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're...
Wasn't he officially declared dead after that disaster in Crossbell?
That he was. I had not realized I would be unable to track him when I set foot in this place.
Your name was Van Arkwright, yes? You have my thanks for looking after those three in my stead. I wanted to express my gratitude in some way, so I had Lapis fill me in on all that's transpired.
So, this is a dream, right? A man wearing sunglasses called out to me, and when he put his phone to my ear, I heard Dingo's voice. Then I rushed over to the tower, and...
As a token of my appreciation for all Dingo's done for me, I arranged to have her brought here. I'm relieved we made it in time.
Can't believe it.
So that means Rufus isn't Edith.
That's awfully considerate
Ostensibly.
of you. Thanks.
Dingo? Oh, Dingo! Dingo! It's you! It's really you!
And after I just got done telling everyone how independent you've become, now I'm starting to get worried.
You should be worried! I'm a complete mess without you, Dingo!
Oh, I can't agree there. If your coverage of the coup is anything to go by, you're doing great. And if you've been listening, you know what's about to happen, right? I've already passed on. So, this one fleeting moment we have together will be our last. Thank you, everyone. Now, I can leave this world without any regrets.
I was simply returning a favor. That is all.
Me too. Don't think I didn't notice the point where you started looking out for me. You were the one who loosened the leash that masked jerk had on me. It's thanks to you that I became myself again.
Guess we owe you thanks too.
Yup. You're an awesome guy, Dingo.
And Van, I will always, always be grateful to you and your friends for what you did here. There's one last thing I need to tell you, Agnes, about your great-grandfather's diaries.
Huh?
What about them?
I was able to learn something while serving as the 8th Genesis's vessel. It's not much, but it's still worth sharing. This was an isolated incident. You haven't averted the end he foretold in his final entry. Don't worry, though. I know. You'll find a way. This is goodbye, Marielle and Van. Oh, and be sure to give Bermati and all my other acquaintances my regards.
Yeah. You got it.
worry, Dingo. I promise I'll do my very best. So don't worry. I'll be fine.
So long, Dingo.
They have a hard time letting characters stay dead.
We return to the irreplaceable present that we worked so hard to protect. And though we felt sorry for Marielle, she smiled as she pushed us on, and we all left Trion Mall together.
Excuse me.
Somehow, against all odds, we made it back to the school festival in time for the end of the performance.
Oh, hi, Ricio. And Fee? Where did Fee come from? That is such a bizarre, like, combination of characters. Hard whiplash. Oh, thanks, Lucrezia. You know, I didn't think I'd finish the game today. Didn't think the final dungeon was going to take me like 2.5 hours. Maybe less. Although I can see them pulling the rug out from under me again. Being like, oh, I got him.
The Artemis Academy Festival is now over. Thank you all so much for attending. We'd like to ask all students and personnel to gather in the courtyard once you've finished your preparations for tomorrow.
Man, this year's festival was a real nice change of pace.
I hear next year's supposed to be different too. Wonder what it'll be like. I want to come back tomorrow.
Is that Aaron dancing with Shizuna? That's a dangerous dance. Also, hi, Fee.
I've got to admit, Risha Mao and Fee Clausel dropping in made for one hell of a surprise. Gave the show some serious star power. You sure went ham with the gorgeous guest stars. Good work.
Well, I can't take the credit for that one. That was actually Ren's idea, believe it or not. Odette, Albert, and I got on board almost immediately. It just seemed like a natural fit. Especially given Calvert's past and present, and the increasing signs of division. And not to mention, our relationships with other countries.
People are anxious now that reparations are over, and Zyphatech being iterated on outside Calvert ain't exactly easing their fears. Given the way Renee's been acting, I'd say action's being taken to counter that. We'll probably have a lead on the rest of the world for a while. With all that stuff going on, a new season together might have a deeper meaning than I thought. I think it ended up hitting close to home.
I hope so. Admittedly, I'm not sure how much it resonated with people, my father included. I guess the end result was that we upheld the status quo. After all the effort that everyone, including you, put into this, I wish we could say we accomplished a little more than that.
Hey, hold that head up high, kiddo. You did a great job out there. Sucks to admit, but y'all did even better than our class. That's no small feat, even with Ren on your side.
Well, again, we can't take all the credit. You helped supervise us, after all. I think we can consider this a win for everybody. So, thank you for everything.
Don't sweat it. Just felt like pitching in.
I know it's still only the first day, but I feel strangely at ease. Like a weight's been lifted from my shoulders. I doubt I'll feel that way after today, though. We have the next student council election and career counseling coming up. RMS is a lot of fun, but it's certainly not all play.
Speaking of which, you said Albert's gonna run for student council president, yeah? You're gonna be busy as a bee helping him, so you might want to cut down on your hours.
No way! You aren't getting rid of me that easily. Someone has to fill the void left behind by Swin and Nadia. And besides, we haven't closed the book on my case. A device that observes the sins of humanity. I just can't fathom why my great-grandfather would create such a thing. But I think... No. I'm positive that we still have yet to uncover all the secrets of the Genesis. There has to be more to them.
It's possible. Regardless, given that this whole thing involves Mare and the Grendel, I can't just stand on the sidelines. I bet you anything they'd all say the same thing.
For sure. You know, Dingo may have had a point about humans being fragile and weak. I can't deny his words rang true. There are times when we have to move forward, even if it means making a misstep or a stumble along the way. I'd go so far as to say that making mistakes is all part of what it means to be human.
Yeah.
You all had things to overcome. That goes for you too, Van. As well as Fairy, Katra, Aaron, Nadia, Swin, and everyone else. You were weighed down by your pasts, but you overcame it so you could take hold of what you have now. Thinking about this makes me realize how much I want to be like all of you, both for the sake of the Genesis and for Dad, too. I also hope it'll help me share what I'm feeling, even if those feelings likely won't be reciprocated. But I want that special someone to know.
Van! Yes!
The hell are you two standing around for? Come on, get your asses over here!
It's only just getting started, so please feel free to join.
I'm already working up a sweat.
Hey, Nina! Risha! What say we get in on the fun?
lead the way. I was just thinking I didn't get enough dancing in earlier.
Aha! Inspiration has struck again. I'm gonna set my next thrilling theatrical extravaganza in a high school!
Ooh, what a novel concept. Ugh, no. Nothing good will come of those two swapping ideas.
I'd be more interested in a slasher flick, personally speaking.
A man of taste. I love watching those for the sex scenes.
For the what now?
Huh? I mean...
So, you've finally shown your true colors.
Yes! Dance with me! Dance with me! Oh, and you can have the next one, Van!
Ooh. I guess I'd better call dibs on the next dance after her then.
That's no fair. Oh well. I'll just reserve the one after.
Well, when'd you become such a babe magnet, Van?
I don't think he is. They're just picking on the poor guy.
Wow, the competition's really heating up now. You better get in there and give him heck, Elaine.
Fee? How do you know what's going on? You've been away for so long.
Choose your dance partners wisely, or you may end up with sore feet.
I'm going to take loads of pictures. Guess we ought to go.
Yeah, probably. All right, you guys. We ain't gonna let you hog all the fun.
Adorable. Oh. Is that really? I can't believe I beat this today. I don't think there's been a single time where I started a stream not in the final dungeon and then finished the final dungeon. Oh. And yes, it's Amelie. Okay, that makes a lot of sense somehow. I don't know why I didn't recognize her voice. Gary Lowenthal makes sense as the Garden Master. I was pretty sure I recognized that voice too. Oh, hey, Master Burgard. Nice of you to show up. Yeah, DC Douglas does such a good job with Rufus. I can see why people say that the first Daybreak game they like more, but I thought that was great. I enjoyed that a lot. I didn't mind it being a shorter, like, finale chapter, because honestly, I sometimes think that they're just so fucking long. Like, goodness gracious. And ostensibly there is some post-game to this. I think unlike with Daybreak 1, where there really isn't. And that may end up being what the streaming is for the rest of this week, or for part of the rest of this week. Is the post-game stuff. I think it mostly takes place in the American Garden, but I don't know for sure. Oh, man. And ostensibly I need to do another entire playthrough to get all of the connection events maxed and like all those things maxed out. But I should probably do a lot of the post-game stuff because I can carry over weapons, so I can get all the max level weapons and then just explode things. I have to figure out what I'm going to stream other than the post-game stuff here. I think this playthrough took me about 80 hours. With a couple of those hours being when I left it on across some lunch. But not many. Maybe 70, between 75 and 80, I would guess. It'd be very funny if the guy who went by CEO wasn't the CEO. There they are. Yep. That's the end. Van's face with Aaron pointing at Elaine is very funny. What comes around goes around. Complete the finale. So, let's see. If I go to New Game Plus, access the American Garden, begin another. Let's access the American Garden and see what that entails. I'm in. Aren't I in the?
We can rest there.
They've got to be yanking her chains at this point. I mean, seriously, you're telling me the Marian Garten situation still hasn't been fixed?
Apparently so. What's more, the actual cause has yet to be identified.
Wait, really? The Garden Master, that is the spirit of the philosopher Auguste, was the one who took over the Garten in the first place. Now that the 8th Genesis's influence is gone, the hacking should have stopped with it.
Yeah. Pretty bizarre that these strange goings-on are still, well, going on.
Quite. As for why we were asked to gather today, it would seem they wish to share what has been confirmed thus far.
I figured this wasn't just a casual hangout.
We're near the appointed time. Marduk's representative should be along to brief us shortly.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, connection stable. Oh, you guys are already here. Good day to you, Mirabelle.
Sorry for the rush, but would you mind telling us what this is about?
For sure. See, after that last big shebang, we were able to regain control over most of our systems.
but there's still a few domains we can't access no matter how hard we try. Bummer, right? It's been a total head-scratcher, so we asked Lapis to run some analytics for us.
Wait, you mean LP was in on this the whole time? What can I say? It sounded fun. Well, that, and Mirabelle offered to send me some of Orid's finest confections as compensation. Guess her bottomless appetite is holo-compatible.
That's fair enough. Did you manage to figure anything out, though?
Yes. After parsing the data, Mirabelle and I came to two conclusions. The first is that there's no longer any hacking being done outside the network. And the other is that there's an unknown data construct located somewhere within the virtual domain.
An unknown data construct? I'm not sure I follow entirely.
Well, if Catra doesn't follow, we're
Do you
fucked.
suppose that might be the root of these anomalies?
Yep, that's pretty much the idea. Couldn't tell you what we're dealing with, but it's definitely the reason our systems are on the fritz.
Oh, yeah?
So it's powerful enough to send even Marduk's technology awry. That doesn't bode well from any angle.
Perhaps it's something Auguste planted when he hacked his way into the Merhien Garten. Whatever it is may have remained behind after the fact.
And now it's causing trouble for us, huh? This business doesn't seem all that urgent, as far as I can tell. But I ain't a fan of leaving loose ends untied either. So sure, we'll give it some looking into.
Right. Everyone's here already, so we may as well.
No reason all of us can't work together to get this off our to-do list.
It's too late in the game to flake out, so fine. Me and S can pitch in. For a price.
Would you quit trying to shake them down?
Here we go. The more the merrier, I guess.
Then I'm sure you won't mind a few +1s.
They'd better not. We want in on this too.
Well, hello.
Fee! Chin! Why are you here?
Sup, guys? This virtual stuff is pretty convincing. Really lives up to the hype. I just happened to be in Calvert anyway, so I figured I'd chip in a little.
Elaine actually gave us a light recap on what you've been up to. I've been looking for an opportunity to make up for that whole coup d'etat mess, too. Here's a chance to put me to work. Lucky you, eh?
So basically, you were enlisted.
That's right. It's in the Guild's best interest to put this issue to bed before it gets out of hand.
Works for me. We'll take all the help we can find. And we can't ask for better firepower than the immovable and Sylphid. Glad to have you aboard.
I get feedback.
Some new floors
Hooray.
have opened up, by the way. Get out there and kick some butt, okay?
Jin and Fee can now be added to your party within the Merhien Garden. Lapis can now be swapped in as an avatar during Mystic Cube analysis. Floor 10. New products.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
$5? Oh my god.
Appreciate your
Oh,
business.
boy.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Well, I can trade Onyx Steel for U material pluses. 10 of them for 1 piece. Oh boy, they want this grind to last forever. Sephiral Gem. Emerald Gem. Wait,
Appreciate your business.
isn't that...
Come back anytime.
Hey, physical damage increase when HP is higher. Oh, well that's good. Sephiral, Amberyl, Carnelia. Yeah, so I can get multiples of these. I somehow missed a few dishes, though. I missed 2 chests somehow. plugin. Well, I don't think that fee one is going to be particularly difficult. Hey, fee.
Maintenance mode activated.
Evade. She only has evade 3. I mean, evade 2.
Looks like a new shard skill, huh?
Evade 1. Aaron has it. Oh, and she has alter cameo.
Initiate. Looking to
Maintenance mode. Maintenance mode activated.
Yeah, there you go. She has cameo. He has alter Bathin. Anything that gives particularly hold the amulet, percent dodge. Well, wait, it was 93% dodge? Yeah, sure. It looks like there's more to do.
Want a place to chill? Then look no further.
Well, looks like we got more work to do. Oh boy. Azure Greon, huh? Not Sophie Dance anymore. Can't save one.
Well, let's break a leg.
I'll take over.
Here goes. Here goes.
That's fun. That's a fun little combo. Well, I think we're gonna have to deal with this. Not tomorrow, but on Wednesday when we stream this again. 74 hours. Not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna call it here for today. I know it's a little early, but again, not a lot we can really get into at this very moment. Yeah, we finished the main game. Woohoo! Didn't take us that long, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I just genuinely enjoyed 99% of that. And that's better than I can say for a lot of games. In any case, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with something. I don't know what yet. In any case, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Till tomorrow. Bye-bye.